This will change your mind forever. The brutal truth about the mindset of millionaires, athletes, and warriors. This will destroy your excuses and reset your brain for greatness forever. Success is not about money. It's not about fame. It's not even about talent. It's about mindset. The most successful people on earth didn't start with perfect conditions. They started with a decision. No matter what, I will not quit. That's it. That's the mindset. You think they didn't have fear? They did. You think they didn't fail? They failed 1,000 times. But here's what separates them from the rest. They don't take failure personally. They take it as feedback. They don't chase comfort. They chase growth. They don't wait to feel ready. They move when it's hard. Eric Thomas was homeless. Inky Johnson's dream was crushed by injury. Goggins was broken, abused, and alone. But they had one thing: a mind that refused to bend. Successful people don't just think differently. They fight differently. They believe differently. They train their thoughts like warriors. And you've got that power too. You just need to stop negotiating with fear. Stop playing small. Stop telling yourself maybe. Start declaring, I will. Because once you master your mind, you can master anything. Change your mindset, and your whole life will follow. You don't need motivation. You need habits. You keep waiting for motivation. But what if I told you? Motivation is a liar. It whispers sweet promises at midnight, then disappears by morning. It shows up loud when things are easy, but it vanishes when life gets hard. You don't need motivation. You need habits. You want to change your life? Then stop negotiating with your comfort. There was a woman who had nothing, abused, abandoned, alone. She was homeless, hopeless, and broken. But every single day she showed up. One job, then two, then college. She built her life one painful habit at a time. Today, she's a CEO, a warrior, a survivor. Her name? You don't need it, because that warrior could be you. But only if you stop waiting to feel like it. Winners don't wait to feel ready. They move when it's hard. They train when they're tired. They fight when they're afraid. They rise when they're broken. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You need to wake up 30 minutes earlier. Drink water. Move your body. Speak gratitude. Silence the scroll. Write your future one habit at a time. It's not magic. It's muscle memory. And guess what? Your destiny is hiding in your discipline. You think you're weak? No. You've just never stayed consistent long enough to see your power. So let today be the funeral for your excuses. Bury them and rise. Because habits don't just change your life. They build a new you. And that you, the disciplined, focused, unstoppable you, is already waiting. Get up, build the habit, and don't stop until you meet the person you were born to become. The science of success. Rewire your mind. Rebuild your life. They told you success was for the lucky, for the chosen few, for the ones born with the gift. But science says otherwise. Your brain, it's not fixed. It's not limited. It's waiting to be forged by you. Psychologists like Carol Dweck proved it. The most successful people don't have more talent. They have a growth mindset. They believe they can learn. They believe they can change. And that belief becomes their weapon. Because every time you push through discomfort, every time you say, I'm not there yet, but I'm coming, you're not just growing. You're rewiring your brain. It's called neuroplasticity. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your actions carve new pathways. And repetition? It becomes power. Successful people don't wait to feel ready. They train their minds to act in spite of fear. They fall, then rise smarter. They struggle, then fight harder. This isn't hype. It's neuroscience. It's psychology. It's truth. Your brain is a muscle. Feed it growth. Feed it belief. Feed it purpose. Start speaking like a champion. Start thinking like a warrior. Start showing up like your future depends on it. Because it does. Your past doesn't define you. Your mindset does. And science has spoken. Change your thoughts, and you can change your entire life. It's not magic. It's mental. You can rewire your life. Inspired by Dr. Barbara Aerosmith Young. They said she was broken. They told her she would never learn, never read a clock, never understand what others could see so clearly. She had a learning disability so severe, the world wrote her off before she even had a chance. But what they didn't see was that inside her struggle lived a giant. Barbara Aerosmith Young didn't accept limits. She didn't settle for, "you can't." She looked at her weakness and said, "What if I can change it? Not by luck, not by chance, by choice." She turned to science. She studied the brain, and what she discovered changed her world. And now it's changing ours. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. She created mental exercises. She trained her mind like an athlete, day after day, failure after failure. And slowly, her brain started to respond. She didn't just overcome. She rebuilt herself from the inside out. Today, her methods are helping thousands. Her life is proof of one unstoppable truth. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are not finished. Your brain can change. Your life can change. You can change. But it starts with a decision, not to quit, not to accept the labels, but to fight every single day for the future you deserve. You don't need perfect circumstances. You need a powerful mindset, just like Barbara, because if she can rewire her brain, you can rewire your life. Success is a mindset, not a miracle. You're not waiting on success. Success is waiting on you, and it's not hiding in your bank account. It's not locked in some opportunity you haven't found. It's already inside you, buried in your mindset. Successful people don't get lucky. They get locked in. They don't say, "I hope I make it." They say, "I'm built for this." The difference isn't intelligence. It's not education. It's not where they came from. It's what they believe when everything around them is falling apart. They believe in the fight. They believe in the process. They believe that failure isn't final. It's part of the climb. Success is built on these unshakable thoughts. I don't quit when it's hard. I push harder. I don't run from fear. I run toward it. I don't need perfect. I need consistent. You see, mindset is the soil. Everything you grow, your goals, your habits, your dreams, it all grows from how you think. Plant doubt, you'll harvest fear. Plant power, you'll rise. So if your life isn't where you want it to be, start here. Start with your mind. Change your thoughts. Change your routine. And everything else will fall in line. The most successful people on this planet, they mastered the inner world before the outer world ever applauded. Success is a decision, not a dream. Success isn't for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose it every single day. You don't stumble into greatness. You build it, thought by thought, habit by habit. Successful people aren't fearless. They just fear staying the same more than they fear change. They don't wait for opportunity. They create it by showing up when it's hard, by doing the work when no one's watching, by grinding in silence while the world sleeps. That's mindset. It's waking up early when your body begs for rest. It's saying no to distractions and yes to discipline. It's believing in your vision even when the world laughs. You want to know the truth? The difference between winners and everyone else isn't talent. It's tolerance. Tolerance for failure, for discomfort, for setbacks. Winners don't break. They bend forward through storms most people run from. You don't need more inspiration. You need a mental shift. You need to decide right now. I will not be average. I will not settle. I will rise. That's the mindset of the successful. No shortcuts, no excuses, no more waiting, because your future doesn't start next year. It starts the moment you change your mind. Winners are built in the dark. You see the spotlight, the trophies, the applause. But what you don't see is the dark, where winners are built. Successful people don't rise by chance. They rise by choice. They choose early mornings over extra sleep, sacrifice over comfort, discipline over distraction. That's the mindset difference. Most people want success, but they only want it when it's easy, when it feels good, when it's convenient. But the greats, they train when they're tired. They show up when they're scared. They commit when the world doubts them, because they know. Victory isn't won in the moment. It's won in the process. Every small choice, every daily routine, every silent rep. Mindset isn't about being hyped. It's about being anchored, rooted in purpose, grounded in vision, focused beyond emotion. You want to change your life? Then stop living by feelings. Start living by principles. Principles like show up anyway, push through the resistance, keep going when it's boring, speak power, think growth, move forward. Because greatness, it's not born, it's built. And your future isn't hiding behind your fear, it's hiding behind your excuses. Kill them and rise. You don't need easy, you need purpose. But easy never made anyone great. You think successful people had a smooth road? They didn't. They had purpose, and that purpose was bigger than their pain. That's the mindset difference. Average people chase comfort. Successful people chase calling. They don't wake up because they feel good. They wake up because they have something to fight for. When life hits them hard, they don't fold. They refocus. They don't cry for rescue. They rise with responsibility. The mindset of the successful is simple. I may not control everything, but I will control my response. They build discipline like armor. They train their minds like athletes, and they speak like warriors, because words shape reality. I am not my past. I am my potential. I am not my excuses. I am my execution. Every time they fall, they get back up smarter, faster, harder. That's the shift from asking for easy to asking for strength, from waiting for motivation to becoming the source of it. Because at the end of the day, success doesn't come to those who want it most. It comes to those who are willing to suffer for it longest. Choose your mindset, and you'll choose your future.